everyone, Fluffy here. As promised, I'm back with another mukbang. What I have for you today is pork steaks with vegetables. Okay, I can do that in a minute. I was gonna upload. I did a close-up, and I'll put it in right here. Wasn't that delicious looking? I can't wait to dig in. Carb count, this is one of the higher carb count meals, and it's the vegetables because this has 0 carbs, and there's only fajita seasoning on here that has no carbs. So the total carb count for this meal, net carbs, is 15.45. And the biggest culprit is the white onions in here because I put in a whole cup of raw. And just so y'all know, that big zucchini, that's what's in here, the whole thing. And it ended up being 1.5 cups cooked. So I did the math. So let's dig in. I cut it up down here because I wanted to make sure that it was done. Oh, I hate that sound. Y'all, this is, I don't want to drip. Very good. It's been since I've had a pork steak. This is the bigger of the two. The other one was a little smaller. And of course, I'm shutting on it. I had a can of those Viennas earlier, so that's 17.45 for the day. So this is my meal. This is it. And there's so many vegetables here. Almost didn't get it on the plate. And for two, if I don't finish it, I'll have it later because it's only almost 4. So I don't know if I can leave that there because I'm having to cut. And this is pork, so it's not going to be as easy. I mean, Fluffy, the ham was pork. You know what I mean. Oh, that wasn't bad. Okay. I'll upload the close-up. Okay. Let's dig into these vegetables. Like I said, the pork steak has fajita seasoning on it. The vegetables here have the cowboy butter. Sauteed in butter in the cowboy butter. Black pepper, fresh cracked black pepper on everything. Zucchini, onions, mushrooms, and 1 small Roma tomato. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. Yeah, this is a big pork steak. Like I put on the haul, that sausage, so good. I was talking to my friend in Florida, and was telling her about those sausages. And right now, she's counting calories, but she knows as she gets closer to her goal, etc., she'll start focusing more on her carb intake. Right now, she's doing really well on counting calories. Go, girl. Anyway, I was telling her about these sausages, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. So she goes, I'd like to know what kind. And I showed it to her, and she goes, oh my God, I have some of those in my freezer. I didn't even know. So there you go. Yeah. I started to get stuff on myself because I am a messy cook. That kitchen is trash, y'all. So after I get this done, And I just sit there and be fat for a little while. I gotta go clean the kitchen. I was gonna, I have 2 big avocados and then a regular size avocado. But just they're all 3 Haas. I've had the tropical avocados. They're so good. But these are Haas. And the smaller one is ripe. Pardon me. But I didn't know if I could afford them as far as the carbs. So I didn't do it. And I'm glad because this is already 15 carbs. I sat on this, I stood on the scale. About a half an hour ago. I tend to do that, y'all. And I'm down to 312.8, so that's almost 29 pounds, I think. Y'all do the math, let me know. Yeah. After this, no, in the morning. Yeah. We already know what's going to happen to Fluffy in the morning. That's okay. I hit the 29-pound mark. I'm so excited. Or almost 29 pounds. Still having high sugar numbers in the morning, though. Oh my God, I'll push pork steak. Oh my God. Yeah, I've been watching, I don't even know the name of it. It's in Australia, Border Patrol, like when you come in on your flights or whatever. And people that try to get away with stuff. The one that made me, it looks a little gray. I promise they're done. And there's char marks on here, I promise. Things that they get away with. What made me mad is some guy in his suitcase put, like, amphibians. The lizards, the one that looked like they have 2 heads on either end. And then an albino snake that's, like, so rare there. Half of them died. And he was taking them out of Australia. I forgot where they said he was headed, not the U.S. That's just a shame. Oh. Well, I don't know which one of you wants it. I know Big Dog will try to eat it. And that's because it's got butter on it, she'll eat it. Go get it, Sheba. Go get it. I know you saw it fall. You went too slow. You watched it fall. Little one got it. Is it good? Your little peacock from the... I couldn't reach it, yeah. Went too slow, baby girl. Now go lay down, because you're not going to sit there and gulp, or I'll send you to your room, okay? Go on, go lay down. I don't like that when they sit and beg and watch. I know I let the little man, but once I got older, it gets more on my nerves. I love you. That's so mean. I don't care. My dog. My dog's my rules. They are both pudgy and doing well. Go lay down. Go. Thank you. Okay. Enough delay. Let's talk about Stalker. So, I went driving yesterday. Then I got that haul, so that's why I didn't go out today. This feels better, but I still, when I move a certain way. Anyway, so I go, and I notice that Stalker guy now has a pontoon boat. You know, there's not a lot of space between Rose's parents' small RV and Stalker guy's mobile home. I think he has a double wide. Not a lot of space there. And Rose's parents have her car, and then he has 2 trucks, and they park them like that, right? But where the front one is, right next to them is where they have that pontoon boat. I don't see how they squeeze past there. It's crazy. So anyway, I noticed that he got one. Of course, now he's spending a lot of time on it. He went from his truck to the she shed, back to the truck, and now he's got this boat. Okay. So I get home from driving. I'm tired. I'm getting all my stuff together. I take too long getting out of the car, y'all. Because when I left, he was outside working on the pontoon boat. At first, I thought it was his house, but now that I think about it, he was doing something up there. He thinks we're long-lost friends. Hey, Miss Fluffy! Hey! Get in, take off. I come back, and y'all, with my fatness and my knees and my back, it takes me a minute to get out. This is the whole thing I gotta do. It takes me a minute. One thing I know, he's right there. Hey, Miss Fluffy. I said, hey, he's got something in his hand. Yeah, I would like to paint this for you. And I look at him, and it's an angel. It's a little girl angel. It's almost like a Precious Moments angel, but it's not Precious Moments. But it's that kind of little kid, you know, concrete angel. I would say, he's got bigger hands than me, but I would say it's about this big. About maybe this big around. And I looked at him, and I go, what? And he said, I'd like to paint this for you as a present. I look at him, and this is the look I give him. Why? Just as a gift, just as a friendship offering or peace offering or whatever he said. I said, I don't know. Like that. And I said, gifts make me nervous. Like that. I understand, but, you know, I just want to paint it. And the lady across the street has like a concrete figurine graveyard. All right. Okay. Okay. It's me, then Rose's parents, then Stalker guy. Now, across from Rose's parents, across the street, is it's a fancier RV. I don't like the guy either. He lets his 3 dogs run loose. He owns a motorcycle, and he had to be told not to drive the motorcycle through other people's yard as a shortcut to park his... He had to be told that, y'all. Well, I don't like him either. Next to them, though, and it's almost right across the street from Stalker guy, there's a lady. We're always over at his house. Stalker guy's house. And he says, yeah, he said her name. I don't care. I don't remember. She makes them, and I paint them. I said, oh, okay. Like that. So I'm gonna paint it for you, and I'll put it on your porch. I said, well, you better hope it don't get knocked over, because, no, it's concrete. I said, hopefully it won't break because of the dogs. He looks at me like I'm stupid. He goes, well, it's concrete, ma'am. Okay. I'm not the brightest crayon in the bunch. I'm not the brightest highlighter, okay? But I'm not stupid. I just kind of look at him. I know, but if it's falling onto the sidewalk from the top of the stairs, then I left it alone. So I guess he's gonna make me a concrete angel painted it. Oh no, I don't want it. Yep, yep. Got me so excited. Yep. Brand new shirt. Took it right out of the package. Now it's got Coke on it. Soda on it. Yep. I'll go ahead and get this grease on it. That's the story with Stalker guy. You know, why doesn't he just leave me alone? I don't go out of my way to say hi. I leave him alone. That's what I told him. And I did tell him, remember I told you I turned a picture of a dog in? I took that moment to tell him. I told on that dog, I said, I don't think it was your dog. Your dog hasn't been out in a while. And I just looked at him. And I said, when I saw the video, I said, I sure did. I sent a screenshot to Matilda. And I told her, this ain't my dog. I said, I'm sick of it. And that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. Sure did. Y'all let's do it. All jacked up. But it's not off yet. It's not all the way off. Sonder? She's the one who's been harassing me. She hasn't been harassing me. So, yeah. You know, if he's like, listen, I'm a realist, all right? I am not a catch. I am a hot mess. I am a hot mess. And I don't guess he realizes just how much not my type he is. Even if I were straight. Sorry, dude. Not interested. No, I did have it. What? Y'all tell me what I do with it. Oh, it's right here. I heard one of y'all. But, yeah. Because whoever told him my first name had to have told him about my sweetheart. So, no, sir, you cannot convert me. I don't know. I know that sounds conceited of me, but I'm not conceited. You don't stalk somebody in a convenience store and slow down every time you drive by somebody's house, and now you're gonna paint me an angel? Oh, yeah. So we start talking about working for the state, because I tell him, reminding him, I see everything. I can't help it. Maybe it's my career in corrections. Because he said something and I commented, and he looked at me surprised. Because he was talking about how he's not well. He's had heart attacks and all that. I said, yeah, I know. About a month ago or so, I saw you go out in an ambulance. He kind of looked at me. And I said, listen, I see everything. I don't want to see stuff, but I see stuff. I said, could be my career in corrections. And he corrected me. He says, ma'am, he says, I wasn't KPD. He said I was with the sheriff's department. He was a deputy sheriff. Y'all, my father used to work for the sheriff's department. He was sergeant jailer. And they were corrupt back in the day. And I said that to his face. I said, yeah, Bell County Sheriff's Department was pretty corrupt back in the day. I said, I know by now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it was. Mm-hmm. He claimed that the county is named after his ancestors and all of that. I don't care. But the thing is, he says, I said something about that I had to quit. I had no choice. That I had to quit the state and that I miss it. And he starts asking me some super, super personal questions. Nope, sorry, conversation's over. You want to keep it light and just accept whatever information that I choose to give you? Can I ask exactly what's wrong with you, what your health issues are? No. I said, no, I'm not going to answer that. It's not your concern. What, are you diabetic? Are you... I said, I think I just said that I'm not going to answer that question, so let's move on. Because I said, I have some physical issues. Because he sees me climbing in and out of my car, you know. But that's all I said. So then he starts listing his, Like that's gonna prompt me from listing mine. No. So then, and I don't remember none of it. I don't remember anything what he said. He starts naming people. Yeah, them right there, they look there. And them, there's double wide, like right across the street from me, but a little bit over. Like it's across the street, but between me and Rose's parents. That RV, because they're not all lined up perfect. And yeah, he owns that one, and he owns one just right across, and them right here, and she's been here forever. And I'm like, I'm just that's, and you wonder why I don't give you any info. What? Y'all, I cannot begin to. You good? That's the big one. I'm gonna pet you just a second. Here you go. That's her head. There you go. All right, go lay down. She's still smelling where she just, you're stuck out. I told you to get it. Let me see if she'll eat a zucchini. Probably not. This is gonna be gross, but. All right, I take the seasonings off. Sheba, let's see if you'll eat this. If not, baby girl can have it. Good girl. Shove it in there. Good girl. I guess there was enough real butter and pork fat on it that she ate it. Good girl. It's green. Go on. Go lay down. We're done. Was that the first sniff? Yeah. So, yeah, that was my encounter with Stalker guy. Crazy. Craziness. Oh, I talked so much, look, I didn't think I was going to finish it all. Like, this is the bone. That's bone. Well, you know, pork steak ends here. So I think I'm gonna eat it I'm gonna eat the whole thing, and then I'm gonna be so fat. No, I'm gonna be mad when I'm 30 pounds heavier tomorrow morning. But by 1 o'clock, look, I woke up this morning at 3:13 and something, and then right before, that was at 8:30, and then right before I filmed, and it's now 4:14, 22 minutes. I cooked for like half an hour, prepped. I was down about another pound, so by the middle of the day I'll be good. You'll see my bag hanging. I just trip out. I say, Fluffy, I can't believe you told those people. Well, they're going to notice it eventually. If they were sitting in my house, they'd see it. I've been wearing dresses so much. They're just easier. We have not played the game. Is it a pants day or a no pants day? Yeah, I think I told you that. The neighbor, the girlfriend, she goes to the food bank. I ain't hating. If you need to go, you absolutely go. I will drive you there, okay? They're there for people, they're there for people who need it. But I think they always give her too much. But instead of throwing it away, she's been bringing it to me. It's the first time today in a while that she's done it. I don't know how to ask her not to come to the door. Because no matter how I word it, it's going to come out rude. And I'm really not a rude person. I got rude with Stalker guy because he pushed me there. And and the reason is I leave the door open for the dogs. They can look out, you know, Sheba can growl at a leaf blowing across the street, you know. But when she comes to the door, she gets them so riled up, and I don't want to tell them all the time to be quiet, because I want them to let me know when somebody's in the yard. So there she goes, and she's got her hands full. Well, I was wearing this t-shirt. It takes a while. You know, recliners are slow to electronically go down. Plus, I'm trying to elegantly get out of this chair, which when you're my size, doesn't really happen. And so, instead of flashing her, trying to get out of this chair, I just kind of holler at her and go, "Thank you." And so she sticks it on my bench where the delivery people do, and she takes off. I feel bad, but sometimes she brought me this religious book, but I'm not into the person. I looked up the pastor that wrote the book, and no, I have no interest in reading the book. But I thanked her. I didn't look it up till after she went, and, you know, she said that God put it on her heart to give it to me, and I don't think she read it. I don't think she knows anything about the pastor. She doesn't seem the type to want to back up this pastor if she knew. Anyway, I thanked her for it, and then I looked it up. We haven't discussed it. But it's like the third time that she's actually come to the door, and I feel bad, and I don't know how to say it to her. Because for a while there, she was trying to bring me and my sweetheart clothes. And the first time we said thank you, and we looked at it, and these, I don't know where she found them. They were used clothes, and again, I'm not above that. Me and my mother used to go to thrift stores, and I used to find pretty nice shirts. Sometimes they still had the tags on them. I am not, I think I told you that, I am not a name brand whore. I'm just not. I'm not a food label one. Okay, maybe cheese. And cream cheese. But that's it, right? I could do generic as long as it tastes good. But some of the stuff, like, she brought us sandals one time, and the leather, they were so old, the leather was cracked. Like, if I wore them one time, and it wasn't her style. So at first, we thanked her, and we were leaving for somewhere, and we're like, yeah, no, not really our style, we have enough clothes. You know, trying to be polite and kind of hint, we don't need it anymore. When we wake up, 2 whole trash bags of clothes sitting on the bench. She finally had to call Rose's dad and say, listen, we appreciate it, but please ask her not to give us any more clothes. So that stopped. And it's not so much that she wants to give me things. She doesn't have to. And I appreciate it. It's very neighborly, but if we can't use it, and like with the food, you know, I do appreciate it, because I think I've told y'all before, now I really can't use any of it. She gave me 2 little bags of rice, a bag of quick oats. She gave me a frozen pepperoni pizza, y'all. That was the first thing I saw. It's in the freezer. The kid will get it. But if I can't use it, I keep it in a bag, I pack it up, and then I give it to her. If she can't use the stuff, there's a guy at her job that he's raising his grandbabies, so he's got like 6, 7 kids at home. So we pay it forward. We pass it on to him. So I don't just throw it out. And I appreciate it. I just don't want to hurt her feelings, because she's just trying to be neighborly. And she didn't seem upset that I didn't get up. I'm probably sure she saw my bare legs. Now the door's closed, because it's around the time people are getting home from work, and I don't need growling and barking during the mukbang. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Mushroom, you just messed up this shirt. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I yell at my dogs. I do. I've yelled at a dog during filming, and I cut it out. Why? Because you have a lot of judgmental people out there, and they're going to spout off animal cruelty because I raise my voice to my dogs. Well, I'm admitting to you right now that I do yell at my dogs. Especially the big one. I love her to pieces. Love her to pieces. She is a derpy dog. She gets riled up. She don't want to listen. And so I have to, so I don't know, she's 12 and a half. She'll be 13 in February. I don't know because of her age she can't hear me, or because of her age she's old and crotchety and she doesn't want to hear me or can't hear me. All right, I'm hitting my limit. Hitting my limit. So, I yell at my dogs. And I'm not bragging about it, I'm just letting you know. Because I don't want to sit here and act like I'm the perfect dog owner, because I am not. By any stretch of the imagination. But I love them, and they get fed every day, and I play with them as much as I can. You know, given my physicalness, but I do as much as I can. I get good vegetables in their food. So, but I don't want to have to get on them while I'm filming, right? Bad energy. So, that's kind of setting her up for failure. She can't help herself. That, you know, I try. I get on her when she growls at Rose's parents, you know, but I don't really stop her. It's mostly her. The little one whines. Sometimes she'll bark, but most of the time she whines. And it's because the big one amps her up. But she's teaching her. Sometimes the little one will catch somebody first. But they like the door open, so. Alright. These onions, I don't have onions very often, but I just been craving onions. I could have probably done with half, because when I looked it up, 1 cup of raw onion, it said it had to do with something, is anywhere from 7 to 9 net carbs for 1 cup raw. Because when you cook it down, 1 cup cooked is going to be more, because it takes more volume of raw to make 1 cup of cooked. It cooks down. So I just measured 1 cup raw. 7 to 9, so I calculated 9 just to be on the safe side. So. Okay. A little bit of meat left. I may or may not eat it later. So. 32 minutes. Took me a minute, but then I was being a chatty Cathy too. Somebody told me, look, the lipstick stayed on pretty good. Anybody new that's watching this, it's been a whole thing with lipstick with me, y'all. It just really is. Lip stains that they profess don't stay on, that they stay on the mouth no matter what, don't stay on this mouth. I watch a lot of those mukbangers, and they will eat a ginormous amount of food, and it doesn't look like they eat it any different than me, and it stays on. I don't understand it. So, for it to still be on after this type of meal is saying something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this mukbang. I hope that your week is going well so far. We're just 2 days in, so hopefully you've all had a good 2 days. I'm just going to push this away and start uploading the close-up, and then I'll relax. Hopefully I'll edit before I start in that kitchen. So, and that's my plans. God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind and be your own advocate. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all real soon, okay? Bye.